Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is JP Edwards with the LPRT. We are here in Laurel, Maryland for the Christmas Classic. Doubles Pro about to start. We've got Paola Longoria and Samantha Salas, the #1 team currently on tour, taking on the #4 team, Nancy Enriquez and Jessica Parrilla. We just saw our first semifinal matchup between Herrera Munoz and Vargas Mendez. Vargas Mendez took it in a tiebreaker, struggled a little bit in the second game. They moved on to the finals, which will be played tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So the winner of this game will advance to the finals to take on Team Argentina at 1 p.m. tomorrow. We're underway here. Longoria and Salas from Mexico in the back wearing the purple shirts. Enriquez and Parrilla, also from Mexico, elected to serve first in the peach. We do have sideline judges for this match. Our head referee, Maria Renee Rodriguez, getting the match underway. 0 serving 0. Quick side out for the #1 team on tour. Wow, great Z serve, pushing Jessica all the way to the back wall, but Parrilla is able to hit a great splat. Half out. So our first point of the match, scored by Longoria and Salas. Longoria has been playing absolutely phenomenal so far this tournament. Just absolutely tore through the singles bracket, making it to the final, where she will play Vargas tomorrow, who's also been playing extremely well. Salas struggled early in singles, being taken out by Carla Munoz, who's been playing incredibly well. Now 2-0 on the scoreboard. Oh, excellent try there from Parrilla. Unfortunately, won't be able to get to it. All right, and now I am joined by professional men's player Maurice Miller. Maurice, thanks for joining me.
Thank you, JP, for having me. Always fun to commentate the LPRT.
Yeah, quite an exciting weekend with all the women's players coming to. I know you're from Georgia, but you are very familiar with this area.
Yes, absolutely.
And your partner and friend's birthday today, Troy.
Yeah, it's my brother, man. His birthday's today.
So pretty exciting weekend for you.
Yes, this is my second Christmas Classic. It's always been a fantastic event. Run here by the WRA. And I like I've said before, I love watching the ladies pros play. I feel like I learn something every time. And they're also a great group of women to be around also.
And the first semifinals that we watched earlier today was Mendez and Vargas, and you're actually playing doubles with Mendez. What's that like?
Yes, we've played. It's our second time playing together. We've played once in Greenville at the Grand Slam LPRT, Sweet Caroline, and we won. And so, it's always fun to play with a women's pro and professional player and win. So it's great. She actually, when we played today, she did all the work for me. I didn't really have to do anything because she's a professional player. She was doing her thing where, if I touch it, it's gonna be like, I don't know. So it's always fun though. She is so fun to play.
Yeah, that's a great
with.
partnership. You guys are both incredible doubles players,
And
so I can only
thank you.
imagine how great it is to play. So a quick start for the number one team, 3-0. And really the only time that we have seen Longoria and Salas struggle this season was at the U.S. Open, where they lost in the finals to Mejia and Herrera.
And Herrera, yeah. I commentated that match. I got to
Wow.
watch it. Mejia was playing out of her mind. Um, and they, it was, I can't, you see, it was just a great
Speechless.
match. That match was fantastic
Yeah,
to
so
watch.
those two teams, Mejia Herrera and Longoria Salas, have been going back and forth all season.
Yeah.
Mejia not able to make it to this tournament, so they will face whoever wins this match will face Team Argentina in the finals. But on the other hand, Jessica Parrilla has been playing incredibly the past few
Yes.
tournaments, making her way back through the ranks, and her and her partner. So we have one serving three now. Her and her partner, Nancy Enriquez, actually defeated Team Argentina
Mhm.
in a tiebreaker at the U.S. Open. So they're very capable of hitting with the top three teams of the world.
Yes. Jessica has been getting back in the shape she was in before her unfortunate injury. I think the off season really helped her, and she's been playing very well. It's like I said, for me, it's always nice watching them play. It's different from the IRT. I'm not saying that negatively. It's just
Right.
it's
No, it's very true.
objectively speaking. It was a great shot there. Um, so like I said, I'm speechless. I'm glad I get to be here and commentate.
So it looks like
Salas called that. Ooh, good
checking
call.
to see if the ball is broken. It is broken, so we will have a replay. I believe the score will stay one serving three. See the players warming up the ball. Again, we have Longoria and Salas in the purple shirts, Parrilla and Enriquez in the peach-colored shirts.
Got a
And
few here. I think for a screen.
so as a professional player,
Yes.
you've been to plenty of events.
Yes.
You've seen both men's, both women's.
Mhm.
If you're reffing a game, player holds up, what are you looking for to call an avoidable?
To call an avoidable, one, was there an opportunity for an offensive shot? I know, and a lot of it, I've taken the certification test also. So it's different. The certification test, when you get certified, it's different. Oh, my Lord. She got it in the head. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, that was rough.
Right in the
Enriquez hitting
cheek.
right in the side of the face.
Let's go to commercial.
All right, we will be
We'll
right
be back.
back.
I'm Holly Scott, I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Seattle, Washington. I've been playing racquetball for about 15 years. My dad started because I didn't like the daycare at the gym, so I was very bored and I needed to go play racquetball. It's my calling. I love the LPRT. I get to travel, meet new people, work on my Spanish, and it's just a great experience and everyone should experience it. Reaching your dream foundation is really important to me because it helps me travel, to get experience, to do better. Racquetball and in life, they teach you to do things professionally, on and off the court. My goal is to be number one. Obviously, same with everybody. It's difficult, but with their help, I can work for it every single tournament and get better. Donations are greatly appreciated, no matter how big or small. It helps players like me reach our dream.
Gearbox.
All right, so welcome back. JP Edwards here with the LPRT. A little bit of confusion on the court. What happened was Samantha Salas stepped into an overhead shot and hit the ball into the side of Nancy Enriquez's face. So she's currently in the midst of a 15-minute injury timeout. In the rulebook, there are a couple different types of timeouts. You do have injury timeouts, which can be called at the discretion of the referee when the player hits the floor, the wall, another player, or the ball, and they will get 15 minutes to recover if they're unable to enter back onto the court. At the end of those 15 minutes, it is an injury forfeit, and those 15 minutes are cumulative across the 3 games. So whatever time Nancy uses now will cross over into Game 2 and into Game 3. So this differs from a regular timeout. None of the other players, I believe, are allowed to leave the court. We're gonna bring back Maurice Miller here. Maurice, so clarify for us, it is an injury timeout.
Yep.
We've started the clock. We're almost about 5 minutes in. We see Jessica at the door and the other 2 players still in the court. Are they allowed to leave?
Typically no, but is it truly enforced? Not really, because of the personal aspect that he may not. If I'm the ref,
Right.
I'm most likely not going to enforce it because it's doubles.
And it looks like Jessica Parrilla just asked head referee if she could go see her partner, and the referee grants her permission. So she was allowed to leave the court and check in on her partner, who still getting ice. It looks like she might return to the court. All right, you can kind of see at the bottom of your screen there, Enriquez. Hopefully she's okay. Jessica Parrilla coming back on the court. And Maurice, you were just explaining to us what you're looking for in an avoidable if you are reffing a game. Looks
Yes.
like we're going to return to the match.
Um,
So walk us through that shot. It was an overhead shot from the back of the court, and it came down the left, kind of towards the middle of the court, and hit Nancy in the side of the face.
Head referee Maria Renee has called a replay. I would have called a replay also. Because of the angle, height, and the type of shot that was taken, I would have called a replay. I felt Nancy was out of the way from the required down the line or cross court shots. And Maria Renee felt that way also. And so now we have a replay.
All right, great explanation there.
Yeah, for any shot, some people look to see, well, were they set up? Unfortunately, there are shots that can be taken when you're not, quote unquote, set up in a racquetball stance. And also, it's not just cross court and down the line. There are non-moving hinders. If you choose to stand there and not get out of the way of your shot, that isn't avoidable.
All right, so back into the match here. We get a side out. Looks like Nancy Enriquez is going to be okay. She does have some kind of cotton or tissue in the side of her mouth. There might have been some bleeding. Wow, great shot from Parrilla. It looks like they switched sides, so Nancy not playing on the left side. Parrilla open on that right side. Oh, and a great shot. gets the side out. They're only down 2 points really early on in this match. So like we were talking about before, Enriquez used up about 5 minutes, which means that if she needs to leave the court again for an injury timeout, she will only have about 10 minutes left.
JP, in your opinion, do you think that there should be, an time limit on an injury timeout? Should they say, okay, you're only allowed this point, or do you think it should be reset?
No, I think that the rule it's a good rule because if you're not able to return the court after 15 minutes,
Yeah.
then there is still another team there
Yeah.
who's trying to play a match. Oh, it was a tough skip there from Salas. Now tied at 3. But I would make the argument that if you get a new injury, so if Enriquez was to injure another part of her body within this match and she needed 15 minutes to recover, I think she should get a full 15 minutes for a new injury. But I've never seen that happen before. So it's kind of one of those things that might be different if it were to actually happen more often. So Longoria and Salas, Enriquez, Parrilla tied at 3. Enriquez in the box to serve. It's a half out. I think they were looking for a court hinder.
And there are court hinders now in the LPRT.
There are. That's right. They just
IRF
changed
rules, so there are
Great
actually
shot.
court hinders. Sometimes I wish there were, court hinders in all play, but it's not. Because these courts sometimes just don't like me. But the women are fantastic athletes. Everybody in the chat box, if you can, share the video. Also, give us your predictions. Let JP and I what you all are thinking about the match. Is there anything you're seeing that, we aren't seeing or you want us to talk about? Is there any questions you have, any strategy things, positioning, serving, thought process, mental cues? Let's have a conversation when we're out here. Let's enjoy some racquetball too.
All right, so back to the court. 3 serving 4. Salas back in the box to serve. Looks like she's going to hit that high lob Z to Parrilla, who's going to go back to the ceiling with it. Oh, and Enriquez she's going to want that one back.
Yeah. Nancy, I've seen her play this weekend, and she is a consistent player. She never gets mad.
Very
At least,
calm
physically.
and controlled.
Jessica holds up. And
I think the call was unavoidable. They are appealing. Maurice, your opinion. The ball's coming around back of the player.
Well, my call would be unavoidable.
Okay. Let's see. With both of the line judges agree with you and the head referee, so it is a half out. 4 serving 4 still.
If you look at that, Jessica did get her arm up to show that she could swing, but also Samantha didn't clear out of the way.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I look for. Okay, well she didn't look. Okay, but you didn't move. You didn't clear at all. That's a part of it also.
So a short serve. Just gonna go down the middle. Wow, and you had a perfect view. Let's get a replay of that one. We had a great view to see that perfect shot from Salas just rolled out in the front right.
As a player, Nancy was doing what they can. Forcing them to shoot deep, taking ceiling balls when they felt uncomfortable. Like they could have a better opportunity that way. But
good
Samantha
pickup.
just shot a really good shot. What you want to do when you're executing.
Miscommunication there from Enriquez and Parrilla. Another point for the number 1 team. 6-4. Got to be careful now. Enriquez and Parrilla don't want to get too far behind, especially in game 1 against such a dominant team.
Short serve called. Longoria and Salas on a 3-0 run right now. The crowd here is really enjoying the matches being played.
Oh, and just Very well done from the world's best player, Paola Longoria, pushes it down that left side. So much control.
Yeah,
And we're going to see our first time out from Enriquez and Parrilla. We will be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the semifinals of doubles, the first time out taken by Enriquez and Parrilla. Longoria and Salas on a 4-point run now.
Yes. 4-point run, short serve call. Longoria serving to the middle of both of these teams.
Yeah, so explain to me, we explained in the last match, it was a lefty-righty combo, and Team Argentina was serving lob serves down the middle.
Yes.
But this is a righty-righty combo. What's the advantage of serving down the middle like that?
I think maybe Longoria is trying to stay away from Nancy's backhand along the wall, maybe forcing her to shoot from the middle, try and give a different angle than maybe she's used to. But now they're back in the box.
There you go, expert analysis from Maurice Miller, professional men's racquetball player. Very chaotic rally. Paola's going to get the opportunity and puts it away. Just unable to return that one. Four serving 8. Opportunity for Enriquez to put some points up on the board. It's going to be very vital that they stay close.
Oh, look, cuts that off, catches the sidewall for a side out. Played very aggressively on that serve return.
So we've got a question in the chat box. Sunny Kim, what are the takeaways or things to watch for from world number 1 Paola Longoria in this match? Well, one of the main things to watch for is her serves. They may not always be perfect drive serves. She sometimes is going to hit some very strategically placed lob serves, and just her technique, controlling the center of the court, her footwork is something that we've talked about, and her agility. Maurice?
I agree. When the first thing that came to mind when you were talking about it, as you were going, I was like, rarely would you ever see Longoria dive.
Right.
Her court awareness and gettability is probably one of her, I wouldn't say underrated, but it's not really talked about. Like, yes, she's a good player. Yes, she hits the ball. Yes, she's able to place where she wants, but she rarely hits the floor like some of the other players on tour. In my opinion, maybe it saves her body. So that would be one of the things that I would look for.
All right, there you go. Enriquez, Parrilla, still down 5 points. Parrilla's going to skip that shot. Enriquez's turn to try to score some points here. And they're going to switch sides.
Let's see. You've got Enriquez and Parrilla trying to find a way, trying to find a chink into this team.
She's going to want to replay. Looks like that's what the call is going to be. Oh, and a skip from Salas. Let's see if they can build on this momentum a little bit and close the gap. Now 5 serving 9. Oh, and a skip from Enriquez. Finally gotten something going a little bit, and then a side out.
They were able to come out of that. The last couple of times they've been in the box, he had only scored maybe, no points. Now they were able to come out with 1. So let's see if that maybe lights a fire underneath them, and they're able to continue it.
Oh, and a great shot from Enriquez. And she's definitely pumped up. You see a little bit of fist pump there. Not something we usually see out of Enriquez. 9 serving 5. Longoria drive serving to the backhand. Good pickup from Enriquez. Oh, don't usually see that from Longoria, world's #1. It's a good break for Parrilla and Enriquez.
Serve here. Both Enriquez and Parrilla have been serving as a Z serve to Samantha, who is quite known for her Z serve on tour.
Wow.
She crushes that ball cross court.
Great power there.
Staying away from Longoria, maybe a little bit of an icing technique. See if Longoria will stay cold, or try to.
I know if I was playing the #1 player in the world, I would most likely try to stay away from him.
She's worked hard at her game, and she is. Oh, ouch.
Ooh. Just gonna call an avoidable. Not much argument. No appeals.
Jessica may have asked a question, got some confirmation. She said, okay.
All right. Yeah, how useful is that? So when you travel to tournaments, you're usually traveling with Troy Worgon, we talked about earlier, turned 24 today. How useful is it having somebody in your quarter in close matchups and semifinals, finals that you can look to and say, hey, should I appeal that? Should I take a timeout? What do I need to do?
Yeah, it's for me, it's very beneficial. It's the same as a player maybe traveling with a coach. The person outside might see things that you're not being able to see, or they're there for support. You're able to feed off the energy of someone who's cheering for you. I think it's a little better. I think more people will respond better to someone saying, hey, you're doing a good job. Someone either not saying anything or maybe being, I don't want to call it impolite, but not really encouraging or discouraging. Excuse me, that's what I meant to say. So Troy and I, like I said, he's my brother. That's family to me. And so another hold up there. Fairly certain Maria Renee called a point. Yes.
She did.
And so I think it's great because maybe Jessica might have appealed that and maybe would have lost an appeal.
So the #1 team kind of running away with it now. I would have hoped to see a timeout from Enriquez or Parrilla at this point. She's going to stick with that serve that comes to the middle. It seems to be working for her. Set up for Salas. Oh, and a good kill in the corner. So controlled, doesn't need much power.
Yes.
Just works very well.
Longoria and Samantha are a tough team to play.
So 12-5 at this point. What do you think? Timeout? They did
sure.
just switch sides.
Yeah, no, timeout for sure. Maybe recollect. Try to find a way, but Nancy puts that ball down. Hopefully, but build up on it. Even if you score, maybe take a time and say, hey, what is it we can do differently? See if we can calm some momentum down. Oh, unfortunate skip there. All right, we've now got a point. Let's see. Jessica maybe thinking about what's going on.
6 serving 12. Game getting a little bit closer. We've had some really good matchups all weekend, not only in the women's pro, but we've had some, local players going head to head. Oh, I think that might win.
No argument.
No argument. Agree with that call. It's a good call. Oh, tough shot from the number 3 player on tour, Samantha Salas.
Well, 6 Samantha getting ready to serve.
Parrilla going to cut that one off. She's going to get the opportunity, and she puts it away.
Yeah. First shot was a little loose, but as a professional player she is, she takes the next one, shakes it off, and is able to execute it.
Yeah, controlled that center court very well. Short serve.
Man, I love watching. Oh, so great. Love commentating too.
Oh, and a tough skip from Enriquez. You know, and one of the main differences, oh, they're going to take a timeout. All right, well, we're going to stay right here. 13 serving 6. One of the main differences between these two teams, number 1 team, Longoria, Salas, they're so structured. They have a very specific way that they play, a very specific way that they approach. I think I've rarely, if ever, seen them switch sides.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you have Enriquez, Parrilla. They're very adaptable. They can adapt to any team that they're playing. They can both play either side very comfortably. They communicate very well. So not necessarily a weakness for either team, just two teams that play very different.
Yes. For Longoria and Salas, they've been playing together for so long. They've got, discipline. Maybe they train together. Maybe they've worked on things together as a team. And as you were saying, Enriquez and Parrilla is a little newer pairing. Maybe figuring out some kinks, or both are understandable that, like you said, they're able to adapt. Can't really say much because I'm speechless because I get to see quality racquetball.
Right.
The LPRT is a great organization, and the players on there are tremendously talented athletes.
Absolutely. That's what we've been seeing. All right, we are back. 13-6, 2 points away from game 1.
I'd also like to thank the Reaching Your Dream Foundation for helping some of these athletes also.
It's just a great organization that they've got going there. Good pickup for Enriquez.
Oh, skip there.
Just going to skip it in. So tomorrow we've got Paola Longoria and Maria Jose Vargas in the finals at noon. Tell me what you like about that matchup.
They've played quite a few times. I think Vargas has upset Longoria before.
Just last year in Bolivia, just last tournament or just earlier this season in the Chesapeake tournament.
Yes, she took it. So it's not just it will be a competitive matchup, maybe, hopefully. I don't want to say anything or speak into anything, but I think Maria understands that she has an opportunity, but also look for Longoria to say, hey, I am the number 1 player in the world. But I'm looking for a competitive matchup because then I get to watch a nice match.
Well, there you go. And I'm always hoping for an 11-10 tiebreaker.
Absolutely.
Those are my favorites.
What? U.S. Open, man? Woo!
Oh,
what?
That's what I like to see.
All right, 13-6. Only 2 points needed to close out this match. Obviously, Nancy and Jessica don't want to let that happen.
Oh, and we see the ball just hit the top left corner of the court. That is going to be a replay because the ball bounced before it went out of the court. So good call from referee. The score remains 13-6. Samantha Salas down to drive for that Z serve.
Got an around the world that's cut off and put down.
Oh.
1 point away now from closing out game 1.
First game point opportunity for the number 1 team, Longoria and Salas. Another Z serve. Oh, and a great shot from Nancy Enriquez. You can hear her and her partner talking. Longoria with game point opportunity number 2. Drives it down the left-hand side. Jessica's not going to be able to get that ball back to the front wall. So that is game 1. We will be back after a 2-minute break for game 2.
Hey, have you met us? We are the Women's Senior Masters Racquetball Association. We are in our 4th decade of promoting racquetball as the sport of a lifetime. Who are our members? Women 35 to 100 who love to compete while having fun and making lasting friendships. Once a year in January, we have a tournament, banquet, and fundraiser. No more one and done. For top level or intermediate skills, we have all round robin events in 5-year age increments. Singles and doubles lovers will find their perfect division. Check us out online or enter today.
Welcome back to the semifinals. Paola Longoria, Samantha Salas, the number 1 team from Mexico, taking on the number 4 team, Nancy Enriquez, Jessica Parrilla. Longoria and Salas, as you can see on the scoreboard, won the first 15-6. There was an injury at the very beginning. Nancy Enriquez got hit in the side of her face,
I do want to say,
was okay.
Not to cut you off, but you were saying there was an injury. Nancy has continued to play.
Impressively so. I mean, she got hit really hard.
Yes.
But it doesn't seem to have phased her. They did lose the first game, but she still is playing very well.
Hit
and
the
a
back
miss
wall.
Hit. So the first point of the match scored, followed by a short serve. Oh, wow. Great shot from Nancy Enriquez. That's just what we were talking about. She has not been phased at all by that injury. She has maintained her composure, hits a great shot. Set up again. Long rally. They're keeping the ball up. Good pickup. A
Put
great
down by
kill
Salas.
shot from Salas.
That was a long rally.
It was. We're going to see them switch spots. Oh, no, they're not going to switch sides. Nancy's
Okay,
going to tell
change of
Jessica.
strategy from game one.
Nancy's going to take over that left side. Drive serve, Paola Longoria. It's going to wrap around the back. Good pickup. And a dive from Jessica. Great rally here. Opportunity now for Salas to put it away. Oh, but Jessica's going to pick it up again. Oh,
unfortunately.
and Enriquez is going to skip it. A little bit of a replay there. Just great movement from all 4 players.
Hey, Tim, thank you for the support. We're in Laurel, Maryland right now at the Sports Fit Athletic Club. 2 bounce call there on Jessica.
So 2 serving 1 is the score. Parrilla is going to skip that shot in. So making it 3 serving 1.
All right, Longoria, Salas now have a +2 lead. Let's see if they're going to build up on it or if Nancy with the unforced error there. All right, Jessica shoots. Great recovery there by Samantha.
Set up for Longoria. She goes down the left side. Parrilla's not going to be able to get to that one. Comes up a little slow. Now 5 serving 1. Longoria and Salas looking more and more comfortable, wanting to run away with this match. They both had a good amount of matches today. I know Longoria will have at least 1 match tomorrow. If they win this, she will have 2. So they will want to get off this court, get some rest before having 2 games to play tomorrow. Enriquez and Parrilla are going to want to force this to a tiebreaker. Both of them have been knocked out of singles, so this is their last division. Oh, a great dive from Parrilla, but she's unfortunately not going to be able to get to it. Half out. Let's see which players go to which side this time. Oh, Enriquez
Good recovery
gets the
by
second.
Nancy. Wide angle shot.
Ooh, not going to make it to the front wall that time. So Enriquez is going to continue to serve, it looks like, to the forehand side. 2 serving 5.
And we got a side up.
We have a side out there. And Longoria and Salas 5 serving 2 with the lead, playing pretty comfortably. At what point here would you advise Enriquez and Parrilla to take a timeout? They just scored 1 point. It was very choppy, took a long rally. What things do they need to adjust, and when should they change sides or take a timeout?
Yeah, so because they get two 1-minute timeouts, maybe when they get like Longoria and Salas get +5, that's when I'll take one. See if that helps, and if not, if they score a few points, or if they change something. For me, it's always at a +5 increment with the timeouts allotted. Like I would take a timeout. Nancy had skipped the forehand, and then Jessica just skipped that forehand. I would absolutely take the timeout.
All right, so we are now at 7-2. Lots of excitement going on here in the club. We've got Maurice, your partner, Troy Wargon, playing on the other court. Well, on this court, we are going to take a timeout. Enriquez and Parrilla down 6 points, 8 serving 2. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
I'm Holly Scott, I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Seattle, Washington. I've been playing racquetball for about 15 years. My dad started because I didn't like the daycare at the gym, so I was very bored and I needed to go play racquetball. It's my calling. I love the LPRT. I get to travel, meet new people, work on my Spanish, and it's just a great experience, and everyone should experience it. Reaching your dream foundation is really important to me because it helps me travel, to get experience, to do better in racquetball and in life. They teach you to do things professionally, on and off the court. My goal is to be #1. Obviously, same with everybody. It's difficult, but with their help, I can work for it every single tournament and get better. Donations are greatly appreciated, no matter how big or small. It helps players like me reach our dream.
All right, welcome back to the doubles semifinals. Maurice, lots of excitement in this club. Your partner in the Troy Wargon is playing in the semifinals right now in a tiebreaker. I believe the score is 10-10 over there. Pretty exciting.
It is. They've got 9-10 right now. Momo's serving. He's playing Momo Zalata. Flat roll there.
Wow.
Samantha set her feet, executed her shot.
Good replay. Just showing you the perfect execution from Salas on that shot. Lengthening their score now. Oh, and a good shot
Nancy
by
pumping herself
Enriquez.
up. You know, they might be down 7 points, but don't count Enriquez and Parrilla out.
Good pickup. Longoria with the serve, short serve.
So is she gonna go back, to the Z serve she was serving to the middle, or just a half mile?
Yep. Goes to the ceiling, Parrilla. Oh, and a great shot all the way back against the wall. Just pinches it in the front left corner. Get the side out. 2 serving 10. They're gonna need to regain the momentum. Oh, and the same thing from Longoria. Just so smooth again. She doesn't need much power. She can kind of touch the ball and just watch it float into the front. Oh, and a good pass. Enriquez frustrated. We're looking to score some points there, get back on the board. They're really, down in game 2. They lost game 1, 8-point deficit. Maurice, if you were their coach, what would you be telling them right now?
Keep your shoulders up. Keep your head up. It's not over with. I'm sorry. Keep your shoulders up. Keep your head up. The match isn't over with right now. Yes, you're down by a margin, but chop it off one point at a time, one rally at a time. You make a mistake, who cares? Shake it off. But it definitely starts with executing your shots, or make the other team like they made a mistake. That's one. Let's do this. Keep your shoulders
There you
up.
go. Positivity, a half out, 10 serving 2 still. Parrilla's got to rack it up. Slowing the game down. I like that from Parrilla. Make them change the pace that they want to play at. Don't let them serve until you are ready. Salas digs it out of the corner. Enriquez puts it away in the front. So now another opportunity to score some points. Still 2 serving 10. Maybe they'll gain a little bit of momentum. Parrilla off the back wall, sets up Salas. Just great execution from Nancy Enriquez on that shot.
Calm, collected, waited for her opportunity.
Now 3 serving 10. They need to keep this momentum going. I'd like to see a little bit more of an aggressive serve, and it looks like that's what we're going to get from Jessica. And the setup. But Longoria puts it away. Referee called a good shot. We might get an appeal. Yep, we're going to get an appeal. Disagree. So the call is overturned. They will score their 4th point. It's a smart appeal. Very important that they continue the momentum of this match. And just like that, a skip from Parrilla. It's the half out. 4 serving 10. Second server. Might be able to hear the excitement of the crowd. There's a lot of exciting matches going on in the club. Salas back in the box to serve. Enriquez off the back wall, sets up Salas. A good shot from Enriquez. Gets the half out, but it's going to be very important for them to continue this momentum. They've been able to hold off Longoria and Salas from scoring a certain amount of points for a little while now. They put a couple points on the board, but there's still a 6-point deficit between them.
Yeah.
So we can kind of hear it a little bit. Maurice, tell me what's going on with the excitement in the club right now.
So on the match right next to us, Tori Oregon pulled it out in an 11-10 tiebreaker against Momo.
My favorite.
Yeah,
my favorite. The home court advantage for both players, actually.
Both of them play out of here. The crowd, as I don't know if you all can hear it, was excited. Great dive get there by Salas. Recovers, and you've got Longoria there covering her partner well. And then Jessica puts it away.
A good overhead look at that shot for you guys. Got the replay. You can just see Jessica step into the shot and finish it, burying it into the corner. The score remains 4 serving 10. Enriquez and Parrilla looking to build some momentum, score some points on the board, close this game. Maybe even push it to a tiebreaker.
All right, resetting the rally, making them shoot deep.
Oh.
And she gets a bounce off the wall and is not able to.
Mistakes like that are tough, especially against the number one team.
Yes.
You're not going to see Longoria and Salas make the little mistakes, so you have to also execute. It's a tough
Meanwhile,
shot.
trying to mount a comeback. Oh, those are ones that. Oh my lord, nice hands there from Longoria, and she takes a timeout.
All right, so with that timeout, we're going to take a little break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So Maurice Miller unfortunately had to go play. We'd like to thank him for joining us on the mic the first half of this match. Paola Longoria, Samantha Salas, the number one team, looking to close this out in 2 games. They are only 5 points away. The referee calls time in. 10 serving 4. Again, number one team 5 points away from advancing to the finals, where they will face Team Argentina, Natalia Mendez, Maria Jose Vargas, tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Good shot called by the referee and an appeal. Disagree and agree, so the call stands, appeal used. So Salas will continue to serve. She'll keep going to that Z serve, but looks like Enriquez has picked up on that pretty well. 11-4 actually on the scoreboard. Second server. Oh, big skip on that forehand side. Jessica Parrilla now in the box, looking to close the gap once again. Short serve. A good shot from Salas. She will get the half out. Parrilla, Enriquez looking to push this game to a tiebreaker. They are both done with their singles, both knocked out of the singles division. So they're going to really want to fight to be in the finals of the doubles division. They've been playing well so far. Nancy Enriquez has struggled a little bit ever since one of the tournaments last year where she lost to Samantha Salas in a close 5 games. She's basically been knocked out of every tournament in the quarterfinals, keeping her number 7 ranking pretty consistently. Jessica Parrilla, just coming off of an injury, has worked her way back into the rankings and is looking to maintain a spot in the top 10 has been playing so well in singles and doubles. Again, we saw this team take down Team Argentina at the US Open in a tiebreaker. What an incredible match that was. But can they take down the number 1 team? We're going to have to first put it to a tiebreaker, close this deficit, which just grew by 1 more point. 13 serving 4. 2 points away from taking the match and reaching the finals. If Longoria and Salas were able to score these next 2 points, the ball will bounce out of the court. So if Longoria and Salas were able to reach the finals, Longoria would have 2 finals matchups tomorrow, both against Maria Jose Vargas, the doubles against her and her partner Natalia Mendez. What a great matchup that's going to be tomorrow. Paola Longoria, Maria Jose Vargas. That will be at noon tomorrow Eastern time. So make sure you guys tune in and watch that final. 2 players who have just been playing phenomenally, and the first match point opportunity for Longoria and Salas. Sticks with that Z serve. Enriquez goes defensive. Salas is going to hit the back wall. Unfortunate. Second match point opportunity. Longoria in the box to serve. It's going to be a drive serve, but it's short. Just going to go with that half lob to the middle. Both teams going defensive. Looks like Salas is going to strike first. No, she continues to go defensive. Parrilla is going to take it off the back wall. A great shot. They fend off the second match point opportunity and get back in the box. Hopefully they can score some points. And a great shot from Enriquez. Let's see if we can get a replay. Great. Great splat down the left-hand side. Just puts it right into the front wall. So they score another point. Jessica Parrilla sticking with that Z serve. Good pickup from Enriquez. The half out. Both the players motivating each other. Come on, says Enriquez. Want to keep this momentum. Longoria not going to be able to pick that one up. Ref calling out the score, 6 serving 14, 1 point closer. Ace serve and an appeal. Both the line judges agree, so another point. Now some momentum building a little bit for Enriquez and Parrilla. Let's see if they can build on this, mount a comeback. What a comeback it would be against the number 1 team. I think we would all love to see that. Salas with a great shot into that front right corner. 14-7, match point opportunity number 3. And Enriquez is going to skip that into the front wall, fortunately, and Longoria Salas will move on to the finals. They will take on Natalia Mendez and Maria Jose Vargas tomorrow at 1 p.m. in the LPRT women's doubles final, so make sure you guys tune in. Before that, we will have the singles final. Paola Longoria, the number 1 player from Mexico, taking on Maria Jose Vargas, the number 2 player representing Argentina. That match is at noon Eastern time tomorrow, so make sure you guys tune in to watch that match. I've been JP Edwards with the LPRT. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow.